Mathematics class. This class is for class 8 and in this we are going to discuss about percentage exercise 7b. This is in continuation with the previous class and there we were discussing questions and we have discussed up to question number 7. Now this is question number 8. What is this question number 8? The price of petrol are raised by 20%. And the question says, by what percent a car owner may reduce his consumption so as not to increase the expenditure. Means petrol prices are raised by 20%, but we have to find out by how much percent the car owner should reduce his consumption so that there is no effect on his budget or no effect on his expenditure. We need to find by what percent a car owner may reduce. We have to find the reduction in consumption so as to not to increase the expenditure. So for this we need to find out the expenditure, what was initial expenditure. How to find out? Now let's say let the original price of petrol be rupees 100 per liter. First of all, we need to assume what would have been the price initially. So initial, or you can say original. So let's say let the initial price of petrol is 100 rupees per liter, and let us assume his consumption, let us assume his consumption as X liters initially. So total expenditure or his expenditure will be 100 into X, that is 100x rupees. If the cost of petrol is 100 rupees per liter and I am using X liters, it means my expenditure is what? 100x rupees. Now this is the expenditure initially. Now we'll find out what is the expenditure now. So now let us say what happens. The price is increased by how much? By 20%. Means 100 was the original plus 20% of increase, so that becomes 120 rupees per liter. Now the petrol the price of the petrol has increased by 20%. So 20% of original price, so 0 cancel, 20 plus 100, that is 120 rupees later. Now what will be that? It means he has to decrease his consumption, means his consumption was X, so now the consumption will be something else. So we assume let the consumption is Y. Consumption is Y liters. So expenditure, I'm writing new expenditure means after the prices have been increased, 120 into Y, so that is rupees 120 into Y. This is the new expenditure, whereas this was the old expenditure. This was the old expenditure and this is the new expenditure. I am writing it as rupees 100x. This was the original expenditure, this is the new expenditure. Now in order not to reduce the expenditure, no increase should be there in the expenditure. It means this value and this value must remain same. Initially the expenditure was 100x, now the expenditure is 120y, but according to the question, by what percent his consumption so as to not to increase expenditure. In order to not to increase expenditure, the consumption should remain the same. So I can say according to question, according to question, we can say 120y is equal to 100x. Expenditure must remain the same. So you can say that y is equal to 100x upon 120. 0 and 0 cancel, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12. Means it becomes 5x upon 6. We got the value of y in terms of x. What it is? We got the value of y in terms of x. Now we will find out, this is the new consumption. We will find out what is the reduce in consumption or reduction in consumption. So we can say reduction in consumption will be in consumption, or we can say expenditure. Reduction in expenditure will be your original consumption minus new consumption. Original minus new. Original was X. He was consuming how much petrol? X liters. But now new consumption, here we have written let the consumption, new consumption is Y. So new consumption is 5x upon 6. So X minus 5x upon 6, you take the LCM, it will be 6, 6x minus 5x. Finally it becomes x upon 6. Now this is the reduction or the error or the change. In the previous video we have discussed reduction or change or increase. So reduction in consumption is x upon 6. Now we have to convert it into percent. So you know percentage reduction is equal to is change or reduction or increase. So how much is the change or reduction? X upon 6. Original consumption was upon original was x into 100. So this can be written as x upon 6x into 100. X and x cancel. 100 upon 6 means 2 3s are 2 5s are 50 upon 3. So 60 3s are 48. 2 upon 3% is his consumption should be reduced by 16 whole 2 upon 3 of the original in order to maintain his budget or to maintain his expenditure. I hope this is clear to you. Now we move on to the next question, that is question number 9. Next is question number 9. They say in an examination 1100 boys and 900 girls appeared. So we found out the total number of students, 11 plus 900, that is 2000. Now they say 50% boys passed and 40% girls, they passed in the examination. You have to find out the percentage of failed candidates. If for 50% boys passed, it means failed people or failed students are 50% boys and 40% girls, they fail. So we will find out number of boys fail. So we will write number of boys fail. That is 50% of boys passed. It means 50% of boys failed. So 50% of what? Of total number of boys, and total number of boys is 1100. So it is 550 boys failed. Now similarly, number of girls who failed, that will be 40% passed, it means 60% failed. So 60% of how much total girls is 900. So 540 failed. So total failed students, total failed is equal to 550 plus 590, that is 1090. This many students, you add 50, 40 is 90 and 50, 50, 10. So 1090 students failed. Now question is asked, find the percentage of failed students or failed candidates. So percentage of failed students, that will be failed is 1090. This is a change. change or error or decrease or increase upon total. Total was 2000 into 100. So 0, 0, 0, 3 0 cancel 3. Now 109 upon 2, 109 upon 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, 10.5% fail. This was quite a simple question. So I hope you would have understood. Now we move on to the next question. Next question is question number 10. They say a candidate or a person who scores 30% in his examination, he fails by 5 marks. Whereas another candidate who scores 40% marks in the examination gets 10% more marks than required passing, minimum passing marks. Means a person who is getting 30% of marks, he is failing by 5 marks. If he would have got 5 more marks, he would have passed. So passing limit will be, in first case, 30% of total plus 5 marks more, or in other way we can say this. In the case of second candidate, he is getting 40%, but he is getting 10 marks more than the required passing. So also you can say that passing marks or passing limit or minimum passing marks, you can even say minimum passing marks is 40% of total minus 10. Why? Because he scores 40% marks and still he is getting 10 marks more. It means if I subtract 10 from the 40% of the total marks, still he will be passing. And in the first case, if I add 5 marks to the 30% of the total marks, then only he will pass. So first of all, we'll assume let total marks be x. Total marks means the paper is of x marks. Total paper, question paper is of x marks. Now in both the situation, this is the passing limit or this is the required minimum passing marks, and this is also the required minimum passing marks. So minimum passing marks is equal to 30% of x plus 5 can be equated to 40% of x minus 10. Why I have done this? This is the minimum passing marks for the first candidate, whereas this is the minimum passing marks for the second candidate. But passing marks remain same for everybody. It means if he would have got 30% of the total marks plus 5 more, he would have passed. And in the second case, he is getting 40% of the marks. Still, if 10 marks would have been less, he would have passed. So that is why we equated, since the number of marks should be equal in passing marks should be equal. So 0 and 0 and 0 and 0. So what we do, bring 10 to this side. So this will be 10 plus 5 is equal to 4x upon 10 minus 3x upon 10. 4x minus 3x is simply x upon 10. This is 15. 10 plus 5, 15. This 10 is multiplied into 10 is equal to x. So x is equal to 150. Total marks is 150. But you have to find out minimum. You have to find out minimum passing marks. So minimum passing marks, either you put the value of x over here or you put the value of x over here. I will show you. So in first case you can say 30% of x plus 5, and x was what? 150. 30% of 150 plus 5, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel, 15 3 is 45 and plus 5, that is 50 marks is the minimum passing marks. If you want to check your answer, you can check with this also. When case 2, the minimum passing marks is 40% of 150, that is x, and minus 10. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel, 15 for the 60 60 minus 10, that is again 50 marks. So you can opt for either first or second. Now what was required? Find minimum passing marks. So minimum passing marks is 50. No need to do it in the second case. This is only I have shown you that you can either get the value from this part or you can get the value from this part. You can solve any of the first case or the second case. So now we move on to the next question, that is the 11th question or the last question. Now question number 11. Question reads, Mr. Raj spends 20% of his income on house rent. And 70% of the rest, whatever is left over after spending 20%, he spends on household expenditure. His household expenditure is 70% of the rest, but still he saves rupees 3,600 per month. You have to find his total monthly salary. What we have to find is monthly salary. We will assume that let his monthly salary be X. Let Mr. Raj monthly salary be X rupees. Now 20% he is spending on house rent, so we'll calculate how much amount is he spending on house rent. So I'm just writing house rent or house rent means 20% of total was X, 20% of the salary. So 20% of the salary is X, so 25 is 100, it becomes X upon 5. Now how much is left with him? That is, out of X we will subtract minus X upon 5, because this he has already paid as a house rent. So it will be 5 minus X, 4X upon 5. Now of this 4X upon 5, this is the rest. Of this 4X upon 5, he is spending 70% on household. So on household, how much is he spending? 70% of rest. And what is the rest? 4X upon 5. So 70 upon 100 into 4X upon 5. So we get 7 goes the 28X upon 5 tens the 50. So this much he has spent on household. Now the total salary minus this value, house rent, and minus household expenditure. After subtracting these two values from his total salary, still how much he has left? 3,600 is left with him. So salary minus house rent minus household, that is, still he has rupees 3,600 left with him. Now if I take minus common from, I am writing salary was X minus house rent is X upon 5 and household is 28 upon 50 can be reduced to 2 14s are 28 and 25. This can be reduced to 14x upon 25. So minus 14x upon 25 is equal to 3,600 rupees. If I take minus common from this we can put a bracket. This will become positive as well as this will become positive. Now we take the LCM. LCM is 25. 5 5s are 25. 5x plus 14x. So 14x x minus is equal to 3,600. Now I am writing it over here. It is 15, 5 and 14 is 19. So x minus 19x upon 25 is equal to 3600. You take the LCM as 25, so it will be 25x minus 19x upon 25 is equal to 3600. Now 25 minus 19 is 6x. 6x upon 25 is equal to 3600. Then you can cross multiply. So 6x is equal to 3600 into 25. So x will be 3600 into 25 upon 6. 6 6 are 36. 600 into 25 is 15000 is his salary. His monthly salary is rupees 15,000. So we have finished. I hope this is understood by you all. In case there is any problem, please watch it again and again. You will be clear. I have tried to clear all your concepts. But now, in case you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. I'll be trying to answer you your problems. And please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Second thing is, next class will be of profit, loss, and discount. Before that, I maybe try to give you some worksheet or something like that. Anyway, stay home, stay blessed, and study properly.